Hey everybody, it's Smashing Game Time. We are three brothers that go through gaming's back catalog of yesteryear. I am your host, Nick. Right below me is Josh. Josh, say hello.
That's what she said.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you for reiterating what she said. And then to my left is Jake. Jake, say hello.
Hello. I'm just wondering, where's that new poster, Josh?
So I can't find one in the correct size right now. I mean,
it sounds like a Saturday night for me.
no, but I did get this bad boy. Took forever, but I finally found him.
So for those who aren't watching and just listening, Josh is holding up an amiibo from Tears of the Kingdom. It looks stolen.
I can either deny or confirm that. Also, behind me, I finally hung up 2 of my 4 posters.
I thought the one was up this entire time.
No, it was like laying up against the wall.
Oh, you finally hung it. Okay.
Now it's finally hung, and then
Josh, well hung.
My Metroid posters are actually smaller than I thought they'd be, which is okay.
They always are.
So I knew it's got the screen on it still and everything, but
that's for Dread, right?
Dread, and then the one behind me here is also Dread. It's the cover of the game.
No Fusion posters though.
It's next on my list actually. And
Josh,
then I got my Final Fantasy poster.
You should invest in those floating shelves so you can put stuff on them.
And a fucking mic stand so we don't sound like you're 50 miles away telling us about your posters.
Well, that's because I was putting stuff away.
Josh, it looks nice. Everybody, as always, we are a Trident Network podcast. Go check out our siblings. They're all awesome. You can find us anywhere that you get your podcast. Rate and review Smashing Game Time wherever you get your podcast, be it Apple, Spotify, Google, wherever you do it. Leave kind words, leave 5 stars. We really appreciate it. Free way to help the show out and get us out to more folks out there. Before we get into 2019 Q3, though, what is everybody up to? Let's start with me. Let's start with me again. I got a little shorter list. I've got a few games for review. I said I wasn't going to do it this month, but I saw 2 come through that I was like, yeah, let's do it. So right now I'm playing Miasma Chronicles, which is a strategy game, a tactics game, story-based. I'm only the first hour into it. It feels like a tactics game. Your main character has a glove and a weird hand. You have a younger or older brother, I forget, but he's your robot companion. He is got a bad fake Jamaican accent. The voice acting is not the greatest. The game so far is fun. It's crashed a few times, but it might have just been my early access build. The game has now come out, so I'm hoping it'll crash a lot less, but it's feeling like good B sci-fi. So by the time you hear this, my review will probably be out and I'll have more to say about it. But it's okay so far. Still, I want a little more time with it before I get my words down on it. Another game I'm playing is under embargo, so I don't think I can say too much about it. Bleak Sword DX. It's a 2D Souls-like, a lot of level-based stuff. I'm playing it. That's all I can really say. And then I'm also playing Tears of the Kingdom, but we'll talk about that more when we get to Josh. Jake, what are you up to?
So I've been playing a lot of Fortnite lately. Ever since the rank came out, it's been a lot of fun. They just added Miles Morales into the mix. They took out the Star Wars, which I was kind of disappointed because I enjoyed the lightsabers. But you spin webs still. I just got Aaron Yeager today. Been really grinding the quest.
What level are you?
I am 83.
I'm 107. Get on my level, son.
I contemplating getting the Spider-Man 2099 skin. It looks pretty dope. Either that or the Miles Morales skin.
Does the Miles skin cost?
It costs about the same. I think it's like 1,600 or whatever typical.
I think I have that much.
I don't know.
I think I have that much just sitting there.
And then I've been playing Rust lately with Matt and his buddies. It's been fun, especially when you have 8 people playing instead of just soloing it. We had a good raid, or not good raid. We had a good wipe that ended today. We had a few photos, fun time. I think next month though, I'm gonna really get into a whole month of Rust. Probably streaming it too. kind of steering away from Brawlhalla. Brawlhalla celebrating 100 million brawlers. So, yeah, I'm not sure how many of those are alt accounts, but 100 million brawlers over every platform that it's on, even mobile. TFT's new sets gets revealed May 30th, so that's gonna be awesome. Kind of excited to see what they do for set 9. Grinding Brawl Stars. I've been playing a little bit of everything, But yeah, that's what I've been doing lately.
Josh.
Yeah, before I go down my list, Jake, I don't know about you, but when Nick was talking about that Miasma Chronicles, I thought for a minute it was gonna be like some whack ass version of like Full Metal.
Yeah.
Does it look like whack ass Full Metal?
It kind of, honestly, it kind of did. It looked like when the meme where they're like, "Mom, I want Full Metal. We have Full Metal at home," and it's that picture of that. Yeah, so I've been playing Star Rail and on Fantasy Brave Exvius. Star Rail is really good. Honestly, so far I've gotten 2 of the banner characters, so pretty happy about that. It's cool to be part of a trend as it's trending. So, and then of course, Nick finally broke me down, and I bought Tears of the Kingdom.
Look at you! You're trending twice. Look at
trending twice. This is not good. This is not on brand for. I'm Josh saying.
Peer pressure.
Honestly, though, for peer pressure, Tears of the Kingdom, I think, is by far right now my. Honestly, I'd probably say it's my favorite Zelda game right now.
Of all time?
Of all time.
You sick fuck.
You bastard.
Honestly, it's for something that's not. I'm not saying it's a rehashing of the first game, but for something that is similar, it's so different and so good.
Majora's Mask is still my baby. I will not have this, Josh.
Nick, you're all about the emo Link.
Just edgy. I'm over here being edgy, okay? Edgy and sad.
Zelda's dead.
So how far in are you? Because I haven't made any much leeway since we last spoke. I got more into learning how to craft and cook, which I thought was going to be daunting. But once I finally got to a pot and learned how to do it, and started using I forget what the engines are called. Is it not the Beyond? I keep wanting to call them the Bionicles, but what's the technology called?
Fuck, I'm gonna forget the name. Is it Zorin?
Something like Zonkai, Zori, or something like that.
It starts with a Z. That's as far as I can remember at this point.
So I've gotten a little further. I'm still working my way towards the next shrine, but I've just been farting around building. I'm still on the starter island, but it sounds like you've gotten a lot further than me.
Yeah, I think I've taken care of all the beginning or the tutorial stuff. I've got the glider. I can now go through all the towers. I've been into the depths, or the depth, whatever you want to call it at this point. Everything has been solid. The only thing I haven't really truly gotten into is the building. And that's just because I've seen some of the cool ass builds people make, and I just want to explore a little more to get the resources to be able to make these cool builds.
You can build your own way, Josh. You don't have to build big penises.
But no. Well, I don't. Well, I kind of want big penises. No, all seriousness, I'm looking for the lasers and the rockets.
I'm sure you'll get those midway through.
Oh, Red Rocket, huh?
Red Rocket.
But all in all,
Red Rocket.
It's been so much. When I saw the map, I was like, okay, this is a huge map. But then I realized when you do the towers, not only does it unlock the land, but it does the sky. And I was like, okay, this is actually a pretty decent sized map. And then I found out about the depths, and I'm like, holy shit. This game is huge.
It kind of feels like the depth kind of has that Elden Ring thing going for it, where you're like, oh, the map's huge. And then you get to another part, and you're like, oh, it's huge.
It's huge. And not only that, some of the shit is fucking... I would say some of the shit. I don't know. No, I don't want to spoil it. I'll let you come across Nick. But there's one enemy that I came across randomly, and it made me shit bricks a little bit.
I know that I jumped from one of the islands one time, and there's a giant floating dragon flying around, and that kind of spooked me a little bit. I was like, whoa. I thought something was moving out of the corner of my eye, and that was that was creepy.
It's not that. It came out of nowhere. There was no reason for it to come out, but when I came across it, I ran and I died to it twice.
It wasn't one of the trees, was it?
No, yeah, the trees threw me off, but it was not the tree. Okay. The first time it happened, I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" So I came across it before you would do like it story wise.
I do know I feel a little underpowered, like going into fights early, just having the 3 hearts.
Yes, but I feel the same.
But I felt the same way in Breath of the Wild. Like anytime I got into a big fight, I was like, I'm probably going to die.
There's also, I found out something today, and I'm like very tempted to figure out where it is on the map and do it. You can get the Fierce Deity outfit.
The Majora's Mask Fierce Deity?
Fierce Deity mask, Fierce Deity armor, Fierce Deity sword, and it has like power-ups, so like they'll boost your attack and stuff.
I mean, there have been a lot of people like comparing, since this is same engine, follow up, same map, a lot of people comparing this to Majora's Mask. So, I mean, it
is technically the darker version of the previous.
I'm waiting to see if there's like any parallel, like the game ends and Ganon drops a mask.
I want to see where it is in the timeline. Like they have like an idea where Breath of the Wild is, but it was just like a speculation. I wonder if this will officially like put it on the map of where it's at in the timeline.
There's no confirmed area where it is. It's just
I
think it's here. I think it's there.
I think they said like it's technically towards the end of the Hero of Time, where Link gets sent back in time. But they also want to know if it diverges, if they all become one again, because there's 3 different timelines.
All I know is that Zelda and Link are in a relationship.
Jake is shipping them, in case you were wondering.
Oh, and there's a couple characters. There's definitely a Rule 34 going on for them.
No. Have you guys not seen the articles?
The people I've seen, there was I think a Kotaku article that was like, are they dating? It's complicated.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. But yeah,
that's just them trying to get the clicks.
They made like every major news media was like talking about it. Like IGN had a thing about it. I'm like, this is so stupid.
I think they
of all the things.
I think they're just friends
with benefit.
Yes,
he's definitely reinserting that Master Sword into the stone.
Oh god,
I think Ganon's DX or the dad. Who knows?
What the fuck is DX?
You know Ganon is in the corner with the camera, just watching it.
What the fuck is DX? Will someone please explain this to me?
No, the X.
Oh, the X. I was like, DX. What weird anime shit are you talking about?
You got that headband on too tight.
Hey man, never too tight. Covering up my head wound.
We all know Link is getting pegged by Ganondorf, while all the little green guys, the forest guys, are just going to town on Zelda.
Wait, is it
more porn?
Time out.
More porn.
Time out. Is it pegging if you don't have a strap on?
You would know. That's how you had kids, right?
I just assume Ganondorf doesn't have a dick because it got blown off at some point.
From the Wind Waker timeline, his dick completely blown off when he turned to stone. He stabs the sword to his head, and then as he's turning to stone, like his stone dick falls off. You can see him look down, and he sheds a single tear, and then his face turns to stone.
No, I was just gonna say it was gonna be like some weird copy. Like it was like, this is not. I don't think I downloaded the right game, and it's still Link stabbing him, but he stabs the wrong head.
Josh is just playing illegal copies of Nintendo games, playing the illegal porn copies. That would be
Ganondorf 3D.
You know how some game companies are like, if you pirate it, like they do something to fuck with you.
Yep.
I forget there was like, isn't there like a game where like the guns turned into like plungers or some shit?
The one I could think of is, or there's 2 I can think of for Legend of Zelda is it Phantom Tracks? Is that the one that was on the DS?
I think so.
So with that, there was an endless loop of after you get done with the tutorial, you just see Link traveling on the train, and then Serious Sam, I think it's 2 or 3.
Yeah, that unkillable.
The
scorpion
unkillable.
thing.
Yep.
Didn't he just like chase you around and just kill you?
Yep. And there is no way to kill him,
So,
even
like-
with cheats.
So like, what if Nintendo, that was just their thing? Like the fake version of their game was just like Ganon porn.
I guarantee you, people would fucking download the shit out of it.
They would, yeah, like they would. It would be more popular than the actual game.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't want to see? Who doesn't want to see Majora's Mask Link going like this and just getting railed by fucking Ganon?
Oh God! Well, we can't.
Where
We can't
we
title this
come
episode.
to?
We can't title this episode Ganon Dick. So we're gonna need to try harder for a name here. Can we derail these phantom tracks and get back to? Can we get into 2019 Q3?
Yes, I'm done with the porn jokes of Legend of Zelda.
All right. Q3. July 23rd, Fire Emblem Three Houses. Speaking of Rule 34, this is the latest Fire Emblem. This was Switch. This one had like 3 different storylines, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, well, 3 branching storylines. I forget how many endings.
So this is the tactics game. Is it 2D or 3D at this point? I don't know what the Fire
It's
Emblem
3D.
games.
It's 3D.
3D, okay. And yeah, so you pick your character, move them around, hit. This one has permadeath in it, right?
Well, all of them
They
have
all
permadeath.
did permadeath.
Right. I didn't know if like Fire Emblem started to get away from that. This is the one that people are really horny for out of all the Fire Emblems that I recall, even like the latest ones that have come out recently.
Yeah, I would say it was before this. It was the the one for the GameCube.
I thought it was the
could-
one for the 3DS.
People like that 3DS one too, yeah.
'Cause that had 2 different. It was 2 different games.
But I'd say this is probably like this is the most popular like out of all of them.
Yeah.
Just because you
Rule
have 3
34.
houses, you have the 3 houses. They're all like schools, and you have teachers and you have students. There's time hops. I don't know if any of the professors are inappropriate with their students. I'm sure they are. It's Fire Emblem,
I mean, yeah, why not?
and it's turn-based stuff, and it's not bad. I enjoyed the few times I got to play a Fire Emblem game. I didn't play this just because there are better options out there. I'm playing like Chimera Squad. I'm playing Gears Tactics. I'm not playing this.
The new Advance Wars.
The rebooted Advance Wars. Not paying $50 for it though.
I would.
I mean, I think I would too, honestly, but I enjoyed it. I only played it one time though. Like, I played it one playthrough. I think this was at the time like a bunch of games were coming out that I pre-ordered though, so I was like constantly playing a new game every like week.
Nothing's changed, Josh. You're always playing a new game.
You know what?
Always a new
Fuck you,
game.
Jake. Fuck you guys.
I can't do games like this because I'm a save scummer. Like I would scum the shit out of it. I think if there's one tactics game that I played the shit out of and the most hours would probably be Into the Breach. Just because it has that element of like you knowing what the enemy's going to do and trying to play out of it. As opposed to, okay, I made my moves. Oh shit, I played myself into a corner. Now this guy's about to swipe me to death and I'm gone.
I think me and Jake are on the same page. Final Fantasy
Yep.
Tactics is still the best in my opinion.
Yep. It's the best tactics game. Probably one of it's top 5 Final Fantasy for sure.
For sure.
Worst snowball fight tutorial in gaming.
No,
Okay,
no, no,
that's
no. That's
Advance.
advanced. That's a totally different
Advance.
thing. You wouldn't understand.
They both have the snowball fight in them.
No, they didn't.
no, they
I
don't.
swear to God they do.
I swear
don't-
you're lying.
Nick, leave it to the professionals, okay?
Yeah.
The best snowball fight tutorial is still The Last of Us, followed
No,
by
it's-
Iron Harvest.
It's South Park Tower Defense, bro.
No.
What the fuck, Nick? What the hell is Iron Harvest?
You play a young Anna and you're playing a snowball fight with your friends who are pretending to be Rushviet.
You mean the board game that got somewhat popular enough to become a game for 2 seconds and then die?
It's still a fun game. You guys put some respect on it.
How many people are currently playing that, Nick?
I don't know. It's a good question. I haven't checked in on it. My whole personality is not put into one game. Not anymore, at least.
You tell your YouTube channel that.
Oh, fuck off. August 27th, Control came out. This was the follow-up from Remedy's follow-up to Quantum Break. one that it's my blind spot, but I still really want to play it. It's third person shooter. It's got some like mystery aspects to it. It's set in this singular building that's very like, is it Twin Peaks? It's kind of like Twin Peaks meets X-Files.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, so you're in the Federal Bureau of Control, or the FBC, and I don't want to ruin the plot because it's a very good game, and they've tied it into the same universe as like Alan Wake.
Yeah, don't spoil it because I'm gonna play it.
Yeah. So eventually, I'm assuming with Alan Wake 2 being announced, I'm sure there's definitely going to be some callbacks to this.
It looked great, and I've seen some boss fights play out, and Quantum Break is one of my favorite games. I'll say it till I die. Quantum Break is probably in my top 10 for life, and people don't appreciate it. And I think this is probably the better version of Quantum Break because it gives me Quantum Break vibes every time I see someone playing it.
It's definitely better than Quantum Break, but I agree. I don't know why people shat on it so much. Like, was it perfect? No. But
so with this game, what people didn't like about it at first was like when it was the first look. The first look, people they're like, oh, this looks like shit, and then they never really like played it after it actually came out.
So I think what the issue with Quantum Break was that people weren't into like the fact that they were doing the show, like they had the little show that played after every level,
Mhm.
and I get that. That sucked ass. That made it a way bigger game, download wise, than it needed to be. Otherwise, the game felt great. Like once you had all the powers, it felt great to play, and just watching this footage has me excited to try it.
And then let's not forget all the wonderful DLC that came with it too.
Yeah, and I think I have a copy of this on Epic. I think it's been free a few times. And now Remedy's doing like this game like Remedy was like sitting outside of the house locked out, and they put out Control, and then like a door opened up and someone's like, make more Control. Here, Alan Wake 2. Oh, you guys want to remake the Max Paynes? Here you go. And now they're doing everything. They're doing
got
so
a bunch
much
of shit coming out.
And
so we've got Alan Wake 2, we've got Control 2, Condor, Max Payne 2 remake, and Vanguard.
Is Condor or Vanguard their multiplayer thing they're doing?
I believe that is, yes.
Okay, because yeah, they're doing a multiplayer thing set in the world of Control, but
I believe they said it was like their bigger budget Control, but with a multiplayer spinoff.
If I'm being honest, I imagine one of those things that we just mentioned them doing is probably going to get canceled.
I have a feeling it's going to be probably Vanguard if I had to pick.
Which one's Vanguard?
Vanguard is the. I mean, I don't know if there's like a specific thing to it, but it's their project with Tencent.
I mean, just the way the industry is right now, I could see something getting canned, but maybe they're impervious for once. Maybe they're going to be untouched.
Yeah, I'm thinking Vanguard because Max Payne 2 remake. Guarantee you, people are losing their minds over that.
And we just finally saw some Alan Wake 2, so it's not like that's in trouble.
No, clearly it's coming out. But for sure, I'd say Vanguard is probably in the. I would say depending on how Alan Wake does, and depending if Control 2 comes out or if Condor comes out, will determine if the other comes out.
I look forward to it. I love Remedy. I love them. I'm in love with them. I'm in love with Remedy. Also out on August 27th, a game that I thought was Raid Shadow Legend again is actually Hunt Showdown. Guys, for the people like me who get those confused, what is Hunt Showdown?
Yeah, so essentially, think of like Jake, and correct me if I'm wrong, because this is how I've categorized it. I say it's Dead by Daylight. Hear me on this. Dead by Daylight horror theme mixed with a see, I'm already drawing a blank now.
Is it Escape from Tarkov?
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I was gonna say Escape from Tarkov. Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, so it's kind of like it's Dead by Daylight with the horror theme. And it feels like you're doing raids. So Escape from Tarkov, and I kind of it's in the Western. It's the Western kind of like vibe. Yeah. So maybe Red Dead. But it's basically the game has no story. You go inside, you do these bounties. You could go in there with by yourself solo, or you can go in with 2 or 3 other players, and you just do these bounties. And basically, you want to do the bounties before the other players get to them, and then you extract, you get out.
So
And the bounties. Sorry, go ahead.
is the appeal of it that it's just like a mythical fantasy setting Tarkov?
Essentially, yeah, and the fact that not only are you going against the environment, which can hold a multitude of enemies, and the bounties are like these, like almost not Lovecraftian, but they're like horror, like giant spiders or a witch, a butcher who's huge. But you also have to worry about other players because not only are they coming in to fight said bounties and try to take it, because there's only so many throughout each game or each match. But you also have to worry about other players because they'll kill you. They want to go in. They want to take that. I think it's a shard of soul.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of the aspects here where after you've killed the bounty, you actually have to remain close by it for it to be converted into these shards.
So you can still have it even after you've made the kill. You can still have it stolen.
Correct.
That's fucked up.
So another thing about this game is that it has like a system where if you die, you have to play a different character. Like you can have a list of different like characters with different stats and whatnot, different equipment, and if you die in the game, you lose that character.
So it's permadeath.
Yes.
Pretty much. Yep.
And you can't go back in as a different character and collect your loadout from that previous character, can you?
No, it's a different match after that.
And is this game 1.0? Is it still in preview like Tarkov is?
No, it's
full
finished.
Released.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think actually prior to this date, it was beta for a little bit.
I know those Tarkov boys like to not do 1.0 and then reset everything and take stuff away.
Oh, fun fact. Same guys who made the Crysis series made this game.
No. Crysis 1, 2, like the Crytek boy. Those Crytek boys are at it again.
Yeah. And this game, it's still got a community. It's still getting updated. It has Twitch events that happen seasonally, quarterly, whatever.
Twitch drops, baby.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, it's still kicking. I want to say it's not. I want to say it's a little smaller community compared to Dead by Daylight. But yeah.
Speaking of Dead by Daylight, you guys see the Nicolas Cage news?
Yeah,
everybody and their brother.
Is he a killer or a survivor? Do we know?
He's probably gonna be a survivor.
Yeah.
Okay. But how cool
it'd be funny. It would be funny if he was a killer.
So next game, funny thing is here. So on this next game, September 3rd, Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. When me and Jake read this, I think we both thought this was 7. That was not the fact. This is Final Fantasy VIII as you knew it, but remastered.
So just to clarify for you two for next time, remake is Final Fantasy VII. Remastered is just about every other Final Fantasy.
Josh, you don't have to rub it in. We know.
But yeah, so you're probably wondering, what's so remastered about this? Well, they smoothed it out the graphics a little more, so you can actually maybe see a little bit of their pixelated faces. They included their typical cheats where you could max level, have all the magic you want, yes, double the speed or quadruple the speed, depending on which console you're playing on.
I love that shit.
I do too. It just makes grinding so much better. But of all games you actually don't need it for, it's this one.
Like anytime I play like a Pokemon game on an emulator, I'm like, speed that shit up. Speed it up.
Fun fact, the speedrun for this game requires you to stay, for the most part, under level 15.
Well, yeah, because in this game, the enemies level up as fast as you do.
You know, they're permanently stacked to your status. So
they do the Oblivion thing where everyone's like on a scale with you.
Yes. So the way around it is the junction system in this game, which requires you to take said magic and equip it to certain stats. So like for your attack, if you put the fire on, it would boost it. So the speed run strat for the beginning of this is you get a couple of fish fins from the early monsters, convert them into water gems, I think is what they're called, and it boosts your attack by like quadruple, if not more.
So what is the fastest speed run of this game?
Glitchless.
Yeah.
Ugh.
The only speed runs I count are the glitchless ones, Josh. You should know that.
That's fair.
I don't count those glitch fuckers. Come at me, speed cap community.
Yeah,
It's in the game.
For PlayStation,
What you got?
any percent US is 8 hours and 16 minutes.
God damn.
Dude, that's a work day if you know what's going on.
The HD versions of this remastered for PC, any percent, 7 hours and 23 minutes.
Not any better.
Yeah. HD console, 7 hours, 29 minutes. And then if you did the PSX digital, so I assume that's the PS3, PS4, get it on the console, 9 hours and 7 minutes.
We've already spent way too much time on this joke pick that is the second worst Final Fantasy game.
Dude, the ending, come on. I hated it so much.
You guys know the theory, though, right?
Oh, God. You're going to tell us?
Squall dies at the end of the first disc.
I
And
hope.
what we see after that is his life flashing before his eyes and him fantasizing what would happen.
Yeah, his brain melted, damn it.
Because granted, everything that you see that happens after the fight and he dies, or he gets stabbed in the chest with the ice, none of it makes sense to what happened prior to that.
He died, and those were his fantasies. His fantasies
Yes.
sucked.
His final fantasy.
God damn it. Okay, this just went from the second worst to the worst Final Fantasy.
It was originally the worst.
10. I'm waiting.
Whoa.
Wait, whoa.
Whoa.
I'm waiting. Hold on, time out. Let me make my point. I'm waiting for the day where Square Enix says, fuck it. This Final Fantasy is going to be one where a portal opens up and all the Final Fantasy characters team up to fight this evil thing. I'm waiting for that.
Oh my
day.
God, Jake! Do we
Nick,
tell him?
Where have you been?
Jake,
Are
do
you
we
kidding
tell
me,
him?
Nick?
They made two. Actually, they made 3 of those.
Yeah, they made games already.
These aren't those rhythm games, though. Those
No.
don't count.
No, they're not those.
When did they do this? It's not.
For the PSP. First off, for the first one.
And mobile twice.
Mobile twice? Yeah.
What was it called?
I don't remember, but they don't get updated anymore.
They're basically fighting games.
It wasn't.
they're turn based. No, one
Well, no.
fighting game.
Yeah, the one I'm thinking, Dissidia.
Yeah, that one's a fighting game.
The sequel to that. The sequel to
other-
that one.
The other two are turn based.
So these weren't serious attempts. This wasn't them saying, no, this is Final Fantasy 17. We're uniting everybody.
Why would they do that?
These are like one-offs. Because they're bored.
Dissidia technically had 2 sequels. Dissidia 12 and then Dissidia, I think it's NT.
All right, we're getting out of Final Fantasy world because we're going to talk plenty of it when we get to 7 Remake in 2020.
Well,
2020.
I just wanted to say the best thing out of 8 was this dumb card game.
The card game was a lot of fun in 8. I still stand by 8 and 2 being the worst 2.
8 and 2? You mean 8 and X?
Wait.
8 and 10. 8 and 10.
I was about to say, well, we're wrong with 2. Which 2 are we talking about?
No, the one with Cecil, Kane, Tella.
Final Fantasy 4. Yeah.
Final Fantasy 4 is amazing. Work of art.
That's the
Masterpiece.
OG. That is the
Put
OG.
Put it up next to the Mona fucking Lisa. September 20th. Speaking of Mona Lisa of games, September 20th, Untitled Goose Game came out. I love Untitled Goose Game. This is a fun little sandbox game. I got this on Switch, I believe. My screen's a little jacked up here. You play as a goose and you're just causing carnage. That's all you're doing. That's it.
Fun fact.
He's got
There's
all
a
these
speed
fucking
run for
fun
this
facts.
game.
There's a speedrun for every game, Josh. Come on.
There is.
What was your fun fact?
There's a speed run for this game, and it's actually like really popular. Like it's probably as of last time I saw, I think it was like the 10th most popular speed running game.
What's the fastest the speed run has happened?
I think it was like 20 minutes.
God damn, fucking respect. Get those Final Fantasy VIII players the fuck out of here. The people playing Goose Game are holding the speedrun community down.
I don't know, man. I'm getting tired of hearing these new.
No, it's even
speedruns.
less. It's even less than that.
10 minutes?
No, less than that.
5 minutes.
8 minutes.
2 minutes. That's any percent. Any percent glitchless. 10 minutes.
What?
All main task. 13 minutes. All hidden task. 17 minutes. And 100% run. 25 minutes.
What the dude, it's not like the easiest game in the world. Holy shit. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
It's a fun game. You're a goose just being a fucking asshole. So it's right up my fucking alley.
I say, who doesn't enjoy being a goose and being an asshole at the same time?
Hey, you had me at asshole.
What's your goose noise?
Honk. Honk.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good, Jake. Those are both pretty good. You guys make good gooses, even better assholes.
I mean, just watch this guy. I hope he. Oh man, I thought he was going to go.
There, he's gonna get him. Find his ass.
I'm waiting
Back
for him
him
to
the dick.
grab you by the neck and just string you up. And
Dude,
that's
yoink his keys.
Just like keys.
and that'd be the one thing that gets the game an M rating. He grabs you by the neck and snaps it. It's the only character that does it that whole game.
I'm not gonna lie. The character. This game's unrealistic because first off, let's be honest. If any of us fucking ran into a goose, we're not gonna fuck around and find out.
Dude, I don't know. Like I've been running in the park and run across a goose that was like kind of pissy. And I was like, I don't want to fuck with. Yeah, I don't want to fuck with
I
this.
say, did you square up or did you say, yeah, fuck it and run around?
I said, fuck it. But there are times where I square up when I'm in a bad mood, like, fuck you. And then he'll bring like 2 or 3 of his goose friends over and be like, oh yeah, fuck us. Fuck us.
Goose gang, motherfucker, goose gang.
And then they'll
man.
and then they
Don't get
jumped
him.
me into the gang. So I was part of the goose gang.
You were backing off and 2 more geese showed up right behind you.
I think they're doing a sequel to this, if I remember correctly.
I think they are, yeah.
So keep an eye out for that. It's a fun little game. I have it, like I said, on Switch. I want to get it on Steam. I'll wait for it to go on sale though.
When it does, let me know and I'll buy it too and we can play 2-player.
Multiplayer. We did it. One more queue to go in 2019. But before we get there, Josh, you got some news for us?
Oh, I sure do. You ready for it?
Read all about it. Latest football scores. Morning paper. Morning Star. Paper, mister?
It's time for old news.
July 26th through July 28th. The inaugural Fortnite World Cup was held at the Arthur Ashe Stadium in New York City.
This was the boy who won $3 million for his shitty mom, right?
Yes, there
Yes.
is.
I didn't know his mom was shitty until Jake said something. That's
Yeah.
fucked up.
Because I remember like just reading articles about like his mom was trying to like just get him to stop playing Fortnite.
What's his name? Booga?
Boogie? Booga? Something?
Booga, something like
Booga.
that, yeah.
Boogie, get off the battle bus and get on the real bus. Go to school. And now she's got a fucking house.
Yeah, Mom. You said I wouldn't get anywhere with gaming. Look at me now. Paid your mortgage.
You know what? He probably bought it for her as a fuck you.
Know what he should have done? He should have bought it for himself. Said, "Well, you can move in, but my house, my rules."
And then when his dad dies and it's just her and she's too old, he's gonna put her in a home and then burn the house down.
Hey, we don't even know if his dad's already dead.
I think I saw that his dad was alive. His dad was the one that told him about Save the World. Fortnite before it became
Right.
Fortnite.
Right. Well, he's definitely gonna put his mom in a wheelchair, roll her down the stairs, the basement, and just lock the door.
He's gonna solo his mom in Fortnite.
I mean, she had hard enough time snapping his headset, so I'm sure she won't be able to get off the door. Get open the door. So,
What a fucking asshole. You and the mom.
moving on. August 16th to the 18th, the Pokemon World Championships was held in the Walter E. Washington Convention Center in Washington, D.C., United States.
Thank
It was
God.
the last championship event held in North America.
Is that the card game or is that the actual like games?
That is the trading card game.
Okay. Is there like a fucking guy that fucking leads the pack with that, or is it kind of a mixed bag of people?
It's a mixed bag for the most part. Japan usually just destroys everybody.
What's the winner? What's the winner take home?
For that year? I didn't pull that up, and I should.
They get a Charizard, and they get to buy their mama home, and then burn it down with the Charizard.
2019. Where you at?
Last one held. So I'm guessing it's just been in Japan the rest of this time.
It got canceled 2020, 2021 because of COVID. And then London, and then Japan. Winner took home, looks like, $1 million.
Okay. It's crazy. Been around longer than Fortnite, but they only get $1 million.
But there was also several different categories. You had the juniors, seniors, masters. Yeah.
That bad. So how there's chess masters. So there's fucking Pokemon masters out there that know all these moves.
Oh, who wants to guess what the theme for this year was? So it's based on the video game format.
So this was Shield and Sword. I'm gonna guess it was like Game of Thrones.
Well, no, not like theme like that, but so each. So you have for example, in 2009, it was Pokemon Platinum was the video game. So everything that revolved around that was the theme for that championship.
So what was it?
Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
God, I feel so old. That feels so long ago.
Yeah.
Those are remakes, right?
No, those are sequels. Because they had Pokemon Sun and Moon prior to that. And then it was Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon.
Can we move on so I don't feel so old anymore?
Yep, we're moving on. August 19th, Worldwide Studios announced the acquisition of Insomniac Games for $229 million. The deal was completed on November 15th.
Time out. I thought Sony owned it, Insomniac Games.
So, yeah, well, that is Sony.
Is it?
Yeah, it's just they were formerly known as Worldwide. It turned into.
Oh, okay. I see it. I see it.
It was I think it was Worldwide. Then it was SCE Worldwide, SIE Worldwide. Yeah, it's just Sony.
What a dumb fucking name. It sounds like fucking Aziz Ansari made it up in Parks and Rec. Worldwide Studios, we're buying Insomniac, baby.
And moving on, August 20th through the 25th, the International 2019, the 9th iteration of the annual Dota 2 global esports tournament was held in Shanghai.
And only one person showed up, so he won.
OG! That was their second. The OG was the only team ever to win 2 world titles back to back.
And I think Team Liquid was the one that everybody thought was going to win, right?
I don't know, because OG was just so good. They were bullies. They were bullies that year. They just kept on messing around with the competition.
Does anybody want to know how much they made as a team?
$5 million.
$15 million.
Jeez.
Team Liquid right behind them in second, 4.4. And PSG Legend in third, $3 million.
Boys, we fucked up not getting into this video game playing shit.
Yeah, we'd have to travel to Shanghai, and we actually have to do good enough to at least pay for the plane tickets.
We could have done it. I feel like we could.
Dota's a hard game. Good luck.
I've got my APM. I'm gonna get my APM up. Don't worry.
They'll fucking shit on you and spit on you and everything in between.
I like being spit on. Moving on.
Finishing out the rest, September 17th, Valve lost a lawsuit in France requiring the company to allow users to resell games on Steam required by directives from the European Union.
So can I sell my games on Steam, or is this just in Europe?
I think it's just in Europe.
Motherfucker.
Dude, all I know is that Europe hates memes and they hate games. Their laws in online is so weird.
They hate memes and they hate Steam.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's only in Europe. I think in America we're still kind of fucked.
Man, I just got a bunch of shit just sitting there, and I'm like, man, if I could just make a couple
Dude,
bucks.
yeah, no. I mean, if I could sell my digital game, I would be like, I got a big inventory. I could get rid of some shit. I have a fucking Witcher code still.
Witcher
sitting
1?
there. Witcher 1.
You're never going to play that.
No, I have my own copy. I have additional code waiting to give to a friend.
Yeah, but you're never gonna play that. The friend is never gonna play that.
You know, it's just gonna sit in my inventory until the end of time.
Yep. Josh, was that all the news?
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you for the news. Thank you for your services news, man. Jake, you got a meme?
Me.
Time.
Gotcha meme. Fuck you, Europe.
All right, what we got here, Jake?
Well, we got a Goose Game, Untitled Goose Game meme. We got literally any other 2019 release, and we got Goose Game. I mean, this meme just, it's perfect for this year. 2019 was a shit show.
That poor fucking child.
But guys, Final Fantasy VII was on this year.
Yeah.
Shut up, motherfucker. We told you, we admitted we were wrong. Now you're just rubbing
You
it
don't
in our
even know your
faces.
Roman numerals, you illiterate fucks.
We knew we were wrong. We
knew.
admitted we were wrong, Josh. And you're just gonna keep rubbing it in our faces.
Well, we just caught Jake in his lie. No, we knew.
This is an abusive relationship. Should not be allowed, Josh.
It's just me laughing because my first thought was these motherfuckers picked this because they thought it was 7.
We did. But you know what? We're not sorry. We stand by it.
It's still a good pick. It was good.
All right. So usually this is part of the show where we have a quiz or a speed cap or something where we fuck with each other. We're not going to do that. Today, the day of us recording this is the 25th. The Sony Showcase for the summer was yesterday. So we're gonna go back through and look at the games and see what was hot, what we're digging and what we're not digging. A lot of announcements coming out of that, guys. Let's just jump right into it. We got the IGN article up here. Thank you, IGN. Out of all the gaming sites, I'm surprised they're still doing so well compared to everybody else. It's kind of crazy. We're gonna go in ascending order. A lot of great announcements. What is this? Immortals of Avium. I mean, are you 17 or older? Oh no. Yes,
Definitely
I am.
not.
Oh my. This is like that weird first person shooter they showed, like with mythical powers and shit. I don't know. It kind of looked like Turok to me.
Know what it reminded me of? Bulletstorm.
Oh yeah, you know what? I was thinking that because he has the little whip hand.
He has the whip. That's the first thing when I saw that. I was like, "Is this Bulletstorm? Did we get a sequel?"
Were you watching this live too, Josh?
No, it was not. I had to watch it afterwards.
Okay, so I was watching it live and like, heads up, if you're ever watching any of these live, turn off the fucking comments because it's just whiny little bitches whining about shit. And I know right now I'm being a whiny little bitch whining about shit, but if you think you know the most entitled people, you don't, because it's the fucking gaming community. There were people like every video came up, someone's like trash. There was a person keeping score like this is a 4 out of 10. I only like 4 out of the 10 games.
If it's not the gaming community, it's the gatekeepers.
Oh, it's just so bad. But this Immortals of Avium, I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's just I see the flashy shit and I'm like, it's not for me.
Yeah, like I said, it reminds me of Bulletstorm. It's like Bulletstorm meets Doom.
When is this out? This is out July 20th, so not too far off, actually. It's also on Xbox, so don't let PlayStation just pretend it's on theirs. Let's scroll up. Next, we got Firewalk Concord is coming next year to PS5. I don't remember this one. Is this the one with like the cheeseburger?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a spaceship. You see it flying through space. There's all this weird shit on the stove, and there's cheeseburger and a sniper. It's probably, it'd be really cool if it was like just like a burger delivery game set in space. Like you're doing what's the food ordering app?
DoorDash.
Uber Eats, DoorDash.
You're doing Uber Eats or DoorDash, but it's in space. That'd be pretty cool. I'd play that. I'd play the shit out of that game. But yeah, not a lot from that. You'll notice that a lot of these trailers do have not actual gameplay footage at the bottom, which I think is hilarious. What is this? The Resident Evil 4 VR mode trailer, which I think didn't they already do this, Josh?
No, not yet.
No, they did Resident Evil 4 from the original one.
Okay, so they're doing a VR of the remake then. That's weird. It's really confusing, kind of too.
I think they were like, oh, the original fourth one was kind of successful in VR. Let's see if we can do this and give it to the VR community.
It looks pretty, but again, I don't give a shit about VR. Josh is the only one here with VR.
When it looks pretty and it doesn't hurt my eyes, like this actually looks really good. I have for the 2004 release.
I played a little bit at that bit of that at your place because it was you were in the cabin with Lewis. I remember playing that.
Yeah, it's fine. It hurts your eyes after a while though, and it's the same thing with like if you tried Skyrim or Fallout 4 with it. They're just so hard on the eyes. If it's a beautiful looking game like Beat Saber or Arizona Sunshine or something like that, it's not bad. It's when it's that old grainy look. I mean, it's nothing against older games, but they're not meant for VR.
Yeah, and I think my issue with VR is like there's no like real good like fix for like people who have glasses. Like you just hope your glasses fit in there. But
I'm telling you, the Quest 2 by far so far has the best fitting for glasses, because when I had the Rift, I couldn't even get my glasses in there. I had to take my glasses off to be able to use it.
yeah, and then you can't see like half the shit.
Correct.
That was me with the stupid little phone one. Speaking of Beat Saber, it's coming to PSVR 2 with the Queen
With
pack.
Queen.
Cool. $1 per song.
Fun fact, if you have the PC version, you can just basically get all that music for free, because me and Nick actually streamed it once, and we played some Donkey Kong Country 2 music.
And we ate some nasty-ass beats. Synapse was like the one VR game that popped up that I liked. I don't know why I put that in big mode. Ah, shit.
I'm kind of excited for Arizona Sunshine 2.
I don't remember that. Hold on. Let me get back down to Synapse. Yeah. So this looked pretty cool. It looks like a kind of like a sci-fi shooter. It was kind of giving me Metroid Prime vibes a little bit, mixed with some Portal, just from the aesthetic. I don't know. It looked bad. This game's already out on other stuff, though, isn't it?
PC, I think, isn't it?
I think it's just a port.
Maybe. I don't know. It looks fun, though. It reminds me of... So, like you said, I agree that it gives me like a Metroid Prime theme, but it reminds me more of Super Hot.
Super hot. I think I saw someone calling it mega hot in the chat. So yeah, that tracks. That tracks. Here's that Arizona Sunshine 2. Am I older? Well, yes, I am. Was this the zombie one?
Yes.
Yep.
Where your friend's name is Fred, and you're just bashing people's heads in. It looks kind of weird. You're just talking to like your imaginary friend while you're killing zombies. It's set in Arizona. I didn't even know there was an Arizona Sunshine 1.
Well, I mean, I Am Legend. Will Smith has an imaginary friend.
Oh, that was
Well,
just
he's not really
mannequin.
imaginary. It's a mannequin.
That's not real.
Yeah, he killed his
but there's a
mannequin friend.
physical.
He killed his mannequin friend and then snapped his dog's neck. He went crazy.
He didn't kill his mannequin friend. They moved it, and he's like, "What? Are you real? Say something." And then he
Damn it,
gets hung.
Fred.
And now they're doing a sequel and fucking it all up.
Well,
I mean,
Yeah.
technically in the books, there's a sequel, so
I don't have any strong feelings about I Am Legend or I Am Legend returning. Let's see, new Crossfire game for VR, Sierra Squad. Looks just like your regular squad shooter, right? Just in VR.
I mean, Crossfire is a fun game, though.
There's so much Crossfire though. Like they had that RTS. Don't they have like multiple shooters now?
2 or 3 now, I think. Yeah, not including this.
The dual wielding does look really well done. Then again, I haven't done a lot of VR.
I mean, the weapon balance in general looks good.
I mean, I haven't been excited about a shooter in a while. Maybe the last one I was really excited about was Doom Eternal. And the only other one that I can think of recently was like the body cam game that was like had footage going around because it looked different from other shooters. But
Yes.
that's Crossfire. Can we get out of the VR section? Oh, now we're getting into
That's
horny
what I was
anime
at.
section. Here we go.
Yeah, I got it. My showcase.
Josh is
Whole
getting up
reason I
on the
bought a
mic.
P-
Hold on.
The whole
now.
reason I bought a PS5, baby.
So this is an open world sci-fi game. This is Tower of Fantasy. It's one of 2 games that has the name Tower of something in the showcase.
well, Tower Fantasy is basically Genshin Impact.
Is it?
If I saw it right, yeah, basically.
It's giving me PNO3 energy mixed with Zone of
Oh,
Enders.
and it's already on. It's already on the mobile.
Oh, is
It's
it?
already on the phone. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I think it might be on other ones too. But
I
yeah,
can
I
see.
know. Yeah.
I can see Josh being. Josh is already drawing Rule 34 for this.
Yeah.
That's why he's sitting so far away from his mic, because he's drawing with one hand. And yeah, okay, moving on. Ultra. Now this looked cool. I actually wrote this name down because I really like the art style of this. This is a Metroidvania that looks like you're on drugs. Art style is very. It's a 2D game, but it reminded me a lot of High on Life and just how like weird and colorful the world was. I think the clock is ticking on Metroidvanias because it seems to be all that comes out these days.
I mean, don't knock it. I mean,
no,
if it works, I'd make one too.
I think it'll be cool. I just think it's the Metroidvania market's a little bloated right now.
It definitely is, but we've also seen the most uniqueness come out of it in the past couple of years.
This was another game that everyone in the IGN live chat called trash. Moving on. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink coming this winter. What is this? This is announced way back in 2016.
Oh yeah.
Jesus. Do you know about this? So this is a Platinum Games game, right?
No, this is a side games, I thought.
Oh, okay, yeah. Platinum Games was on board, but then they
they
backed
originally
out.
on board and then they backed out of it in 2019.
So did they back out around the same time that Dragon Scale or Dragonborn got canceled? Whatever the Scalebound.
Scalebound.
Yeah, I think it was actually.
Right around I think that was right around the same time. So that might have been more of a Platinum Games thing that got canceled. That's like the one canceled game ever that I'm like, yeah, I kind of wish we could have played that.
No, as I'm watching it, because I haven't seen everything of the showcase, but as I'm watching this video now, it's definitely giving me like a Tales of series vibe.
Yeah, I don't know. Anime.
I'll wait and see how it does, and I'll let you know.
Well, Grand Blue's got like a series, right?
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, but if I remember correctly, they're more turn-based for the most part, aren't they?
I never played it. I know they had a Grand Blue Versus that came out. It was probably the most recent Grand Blue that came out, and it was kind of
been
popular.
a hot minute since we've had something from Grand Blue.
Yeah.
Let's see. Revenant Hill. I think this was another 2D game that got announced. This is one with a cat walking around just doing cat shit. I don't think there's
Nothing
actual,
interesting.
I don't
No,
think
there's not.
actual gameplay.
It's just a reveal trailer. That's all it is.
Look at that cat go.
Skeletons. I wonder if there's a Day of the Dead theme. It's kind of giving me like, yeah, Day of the Dead type stuff. Let's see.
I was thinking like Pet Cemetery.
The cat's alive. What are you talking about?
Do you know that for a fact?
He looks alive, Josh. He didn't maul anybody.
So the little girl that they revived, I'm just saying.
That was a baby.
So Revenant Hill basically takes place where cats have 9 lives, and instead of like 9 years, it does 9 centuries.
Do you actually know this?
No, but it's a good guess.
Making shit up. God damn. So this is the other Towers game. This is Towers of Ag Hasaba. The description says Breath of the Wild. Like, I was getting those vibes. There's a portion of this video where your character's on a glider and he glides onto these monsters. So it's kind of giving me Breath of the Wild / Shadow of the Colossus.
What you're saying is you're going to buy this and come over.
Let's see. Is it PS5 only? It doesn't say, so it could come to the PC, Josh. Okay, here are the creatures. So yeah, he flies onto the creatures, and I think he navigates between them. I think you're actually helping the creatures, so it's like the antithesis. And I know I keep saying that word. I'm sorry. I learned it the other day. I'm so sorry.
You said that last week.
I know. I learned it last week. It doesn't say if it's exclusive or not, but it looks pretty cool.
It's probably, people in the comment section saying, "Oh, it's the Zelda killer, ooh."
Yeah, the people in the comments, you cannot please them.
Nope, it'll be on Steam, Nick.
Oh, it'll be on Steam?
Yeah, I just looked it up, and there's already a Steam-powered store for it.
Fuck you, PlayStation. Just kidding. I love you all. Cat Quest Pirates of the Caribbean. I didn't realize that was the full name. I love that. This was the little isometric cat adventure game. Let me scroll forward. They had some gameplay in here, I think. This was actually kind of this seemed like it was a favorite amongst people that I saw in the chat. So there were plenty of cat jokes, but people seem to like it. The art style looks cool. It's coming out in 2024. 2024. That's so cute. I love it when they get creative like that. Well, let's see. He gets on his little pirate boat, sinks another one. That's cool.
Kawaii.
Quee. Let's see. Grizz. This was the sad tearjerker one. I don't know if you got. Did anyone see this Grizz game?
I did, and I'm like, I know what I'm not playing.
Yeah. So this big dog gets eaten, and I imagine you're going to avenge it. I think this was another game that people called woke because there is a woman of color who is the protagonist, and that was the point where I had to turn off the chat. I was like, these guys are terrible human beings and even worse gamers. But yeah, Grizz. I think this developer did another game before this of the same art style that looks pretty cool. I forget what it was called, but I'm probably gonna check it out. From the makers of the indie hit Grizz comes Neva. I think they did that backwards. It's from the makers of the hit Neva comes Grizz. No, I did it backwards. I'm the asshole. This one's called Neva. The last game's called Grizz. Sorry, guys. They really buried the lead there.
You confused us all.
I was confused. I didn't see this. Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2 announced for late 2023. This must have been when I went potty.
I saw it and I'm like, great. The last thing we need is another Five Nights at Freddy's game.
Well, I mean, the story behind it's been pretty crazy lately. And did you guys see that they had a trailer for the movie?
Yeah, the timing of this is perfect for the movie coming out.
And did you guys see who was in the movie?
No, who is it?
Nick doesn't know.
The guy that played as PETA in Hunger Games.
Oh, one of the Thor's brother, right? Or the other guy. One of them is Thor's brother.
I don't know.
I get it mixed up.
I saw pictures. I didn't really watch the trailer, but I'm curious to see if they're going to do it more kid-like or they're going to actually stay true to the story, the lore, and make it graphic. Because kids love Five Nights at Freddy's.
Andy's kids wouldn't show up about it at one point.
But are they going to stay true to the lore? And if they are, the movie's probably going to be rated R.
Even if it's rated R, kids are going to get their dumbass parents to take them. Remember all the dumbass parents that took their kids to Deadpool?
Oh my god, it's a superhero movie.
Oh my god.
That's
If you
Fortnite.
If you spent 5 minutes on the computer other than looking up at your soon-to-be boyfriends because your marriage is failing, you would know that is going to be a hard R.
Josh, that sounded very personal. Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay.
Okay, good. We already did Resident Evil 4, so we're going to scroll up. Giant Squid, this is from the guys who did Pathless and Azuba. The Pathless, a game I reviewed for Game Chronicles. Looks like it's combining the two. So you're moving through the world fast and there's water in it. Sword of the Sea. Sword of the Sea is the game, that's right. It looks cool. I don't know. I'm kind of getting tired of that art style, the Wind Waker art style that everything has now. But we'll see. I like the fast movement. Fast movement's probably one of my favorite things. It's why I really liked Solar Ash last year. Let's see. Scrolling up, I think we're getting ready to get into the meat and potatoes. So next one was Arrowhead's Helldivers 2. I never played the first one, but this one looked really good.
This looks nothing like the first one. I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm saying it in a good way. Like, this looks really good.
Really weird they don't have the trailer. You know what vibes I was getting when I watched this, by the way? Lost Planet.
Yeah. Okay, I could see that.
Lost Planet or Starship Troopers.
That too. It was just you and your buddies hunting like bugs. And I was like, oh, yep, I'm here for the Lost Planet. Weird they don't have the trailer up for this. They have that trailer for everything else but this. Let's see here. Ghost Runner 2 is announced for 2023. Ghost Runner 1 came out, is that 2019, 2018? It's a speed running game. It looks like this one has a motorcycle. I never played the first one, but I did watch some footage of it and really liked it. Motorcycle stuff looks cool. I don't know if I can handle that. Now, could you imagine doing that in VR, Josh?
No, no. I'd be. I forget what game it was. There's one game that you move pretty fast, and it made me a little sick.
This has my vote for best logo, by the way. Did you see the logo on there?
Yeah.
Really cool looking. Yep. The T splits into it like a Roman numeral 2. And the sword's like in the negative space. Oh my god, that's a really good fucking logo. I didn't realize oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm logo geeking out right now. Another game that showed really well that I thought this is probably the game of the show until like
for
the later
sure.
bit. Phantom Blade Zero. I remember. Yes, I'm older. So stop asking. It's kind of giving me a Souls-like. Is this based off anything?
None that I'm aware of.
Okay, so it's Chinese kung fu steampunk and more, and it looks really cool.
It definitely gives me like so I know not everybody, a good chunk of the From Software community liked like Neo and Neo 2. It gives me a more edgier version of Neo 2. That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, this looked really cool. Josh, do you know if this will be coming to PC?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Oh my god! Like just watching him run through the rain, and then this character with the mask. Oh my god! I might actually play a Souls game, a Souls type game. This isn't from Software, but it's heavily. It looks like it's heavily influenced by Souls. Oh, it looks so good. Maybe more hack and slashy than a Souls game, though, right?
I would say so. But that it's just that movement there. If that's actual gameplay footage, that looked really good. You have to admit that. Like, it definitely reminds me of like something you would see like in an anime or like a high budget movie, AAA budget movie.
Like I remember, this was until the later reveals that we're not gonna get to yet. This was the game of the show for me, and this was like
for sure.
like midway through it at that point. And I will. When's it come out?
There's no release window yet.
Oh man, that was my favorite. New look at adorable indie Plucky Spire. This was my favorite indie from here. This is Plucky Spire. It's a 2D game. You're going through books. You're basically a child going through the different books, going through different parts of your room. You're hacking and slashing. You're fighting wizards and shit. I thought it looked pretty cool. And like, you jump out of the book into your room. I think it looks dope. I don't know, when's this come out? The game, that doesn't say here. I think it's late 2023. Yeah. And that one is on Steam. I went and added that one to my wish list.
Of course.
It looks kiddie, but I mean, it has its cool aspects.
Not as kiddie as the next one.
We were talking about the next one. They sadly don't have the trailer for some reason. Foam Stars is from Square Enix. It's the Splatoon, but with bubbles.
Boom.
This looks weird.
I don't know. In Japan, it's Splatoon is huge.
Splatoon is huge. You cannot undersell that.
So I can see where this might have a huge market for that in that area.
But also, you got to realize that it's not going to be like on the Switch. This is going to be on PlayStation.
It's going to be on the what was it called? The Q-tip.
No, God, the Q, Project Q.
It's going to be on Project Q, Jake. Hold your.
Yeah, but this will be on PS4 and PS5. So, I mean, Square Enix is well known to be like Sony's like under the sheets lover. So.
They're Square Enix is like, hey, they put their finger to Sony's lips, like, hey, remember the PS2 days?
No, I just assume like it's the end of Scary Movie 2 where the ghost comes up, goes, "What's that?" And it's Sony is low smoke, and they're like, "Nothing, go back down."
Moving on from Foam Stars and all that questionable stuff. Talos Principles 2. There are a lot of games on here that, like, when the 2 popped up, I was like, I didn't even hear the first one. God damn it. This was, what is this? I don't even know what this is. It's another RPG, isn't it?
It's more like a puzzle, isn't it? Yeah, I thought Talos Principle was more like a puzzle. Like
this is the
platformer.
Okay, this is the robot one. Yeah, it's a puzzle game. I don't know. Like I said, like I saw this and I was like, wait, there was a first one. Okay. We're gonna move on from that. Jade Raymond's Haven Studios reveals Fair Games. This looked like again another one that weird that they didn't have the trailer. This looks like the what was it? Payday,
Yeah, it's like a heist game.
but with,
Yeah, it kind of like Payday meets is it Be Human?
something like that.
Detroit.
I think
Become.
my favorite comment that I saw in the chat was, "Man, Redfall 2 looks dope."
Oh, Jesus.
And I was like, God damn it. Oh, I was like, have your upvote, god damn it. Real weird we don't have a trailer for that one. Street Fighter 6, I'm not gonna play that trailer. It's game's out in like a week, 2 weeks. Right?
Yeah, it's coming out soon.
It'll be all over the news outlets. There's no point.
Really weird that this made an appearance and it's out in a few weeks. Bungie announces Marathon. I thought this was also a really good showing. So for those who don't know, Marathon was Bungie's original shooter before Halo. Looks like they're redoing it. It's got a very not steampunk, but like a cyberpunk feel to it. Got this robot that gets sniped by this lady that I don't know if is she an android? Is she a person? Who knows? But yeah, just very stylized, very colorful. And I was do they have hold on, does the Marathon logo pop up? Where is it? Let me see if the original logo no. Okay, never mind. I was peeing earlier in a urinal, and I was like, man, that looks like the Marathon logo. But it's not it's the Destiny logo that it looks like. The Destiny logo looks like a urinal cake.
Oh, yeah, probably. I was gonna say this logo looks like the Chia clan.
Yo, I don't know who that is.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Naruto.
Get this guy out of here.
Do you mean the good anime Boruto?
Sure.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Which I hear is kind of crazy right now.
It is, but I think they lost a good chunk of their fan base over all the stupid shit.
Hey, I wear headbands just like Boruto. Dragon Dogma 2, this is from Capcom. Would you say Dragon's Dogma is their closest thing to Souls?
I'd say it's Souls meets Dragon Age.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, this looks fine. I'm not going to play it, but if you love it, you love it.
It has a huge following, too. People,
Yeah.
I mean, I think was it the last one? Is it Dark Arisen or...
Yeah, it's really weird. Yeah, a lot of people really hold that first game. Like that first game, if I remember correctly, didn't review too well, but people loved it.
No, it's similar to
It looks great.
Metro, where the first game, it was good, but it didn't review well. And then the second one came out, and people were just like, "Whoa, what the fuck?"
Just the series as a whole just took off. After that point.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 16 got another trailer. That one's coming out soon too.
This next month, June 22nd.
I didn't know why.
I'm pre-ordering it.
A lot of weird calls of like, "Hey, we're gonna showcase this stuff." What?
It's because there hasn't been too much on it that we've seen. Like, there's been a couple of trailers, but nothing solid. When we're finally getting a story.
Alan Wake 2 was officially revealed. Really weird that it's being revealed at the Sony conference and not an Xbox conference.
I think it's because Xbox burned the bridge with.
I had to think about that. I was like, you know what? Yeah, they're not owned by Microsoft. Were they ever owned by Microsoft? Or maybe they had a licensing deal.
They had that project. Yeah, it was a licensing deal, and they had the project for Quantum Break with them. That failed completely. And I think Control, they partnered with Sony because they didn't originally release on PlayStation first.
The first Alan Wake?
No, Control.
No, Control.
That's a good question. But yeah, so yeah, now that you mention it, that makes more sense. Guys, Alan Wake 2 is happening. I am here for it. I want to go back and play the first one.
You've got that remake they just did too.
Stucky. That guy saying his name is stuck in my head forever.
Are you gonna do the American Legacy or whatever it was?
No, that was a
sequel.
dumb little side game. We should definitely do a playthrough of it together.
Okay, no. So Control did release for all three.
So this looks like they're doing what sequels do and having like a new character that people are gonna get pissed about. And I'm kind of here for it because anytime that's been done, it's been like pretty good. I think back to Halo. I think back to The Last of Us 2. What's the Metal Gear Solid 2? Like those are the big three.
Like Raiden, though.
Those are the big, like, people hate those fucking people in those games. And now look at it, people love Raiden. People love the Arbiter.
Right.
Abby still no, but I think people will come around. I think it's a little harder since, Abby is a woman, and gamers are gamers.
Female.
I mean, let's face it, the only reason people like Raiden is because he chopped his dick off and became a cyborg.
Wait, is that I haven't played that game. Is his dick actually chopped off?
Yeah, he's cyborg.
You can still have a dick and be a cyborg, Josh.
No, Nick, I don't think you don't know how it works. They had to put the CPU inside where your dick is, and
is that canon? That sounds like
canon.
That sounds like some Kojima shit. I'm gonna Google that.
It is. I don't know if it's canon or not.
Make sure you erase your browser.
You guys are fucking with me. Assassin's Creed Mirage.
34.
Assassin's Creed. We're moving on. No more cyborg dick talk.
That is the second dickless joke I've made this episode.
Yeah, making me think you might be dickless. Assassin's Creed Mirage. It looks like an Assassin's Creed. We're not watching this. We don't. You go put on an Assassin's Creed in your Steam library and you'll see what we just saw.
Speaking of shit.
Oh God, here it is. Ooh.
It's basically a PS5 controller in between, with the screen in between. It's a Switch.
This is the project.
A Switch.
This is the Project Q. It stands for Project Questionable.
I'm about to blow everybody's minds right now.
Oh, fun fact. Okay, here we go.
I guarantee you right now, this is going to be charged at least $150. At least. Because the controllers are the controllers are under $70.
More.
So,
he can't hear you. He has his PlayStation AirPods in.
God, it's so dumb. Like, if you waste your money on that, I'm gonna blow your mind. You take your phone right here, right? They have an app where you can do the exact same thing, and you could probably go buy a Jake. What's the little thing called that we bought? Is it the bone? The
backbone.
The backbone. You could literally get the backbone and do the same fucking thing with your cell phone. And guess what? You're not tethered to just Wi-Fi. If you have cellular, you can play it on the go.
I love that he had the box just ready to go.
I'm glad he takes mine all the way across the room.
God damn it. We're moving on from Project Questionable.
I like the white one. I wanted to get the white version.
I want the white one so bad.
Because after I bought this months ago, the white one came out. Yeah. I'm like, damn it.
I was pissed too. I was like, God damn it, of all times to get it.
So really weird that the trailer on this isn't. There's no trailer for this on the website. I thought this was a really good showing. So the trailer was a bunch of animals eating each other. It was just the food chain playing out. And then it ends with Snake killing a snake, I think? He kills something. This was the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. It's called Metal Gear Delta. That's what the triangle means. Oh, God, I can't wait for this.
They better have, like, the Snake Eater song playing.
Yeah, I want the Snake
I want
Snake Eater.
So let's see. So they also announced the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1, which will have 1, Sons of Liberty, and 3. Two things that are really questionable about that is the fact that we will never get to see a Metal Gear Solid the Twin Snakes ever again anywhere. And then basically same thing for MGS4, Guns of the Patriot, kind of locked up on that PS3 there.
So I heard a rumor.
Oh, God. What'd you hear?
Nintendo is possibly going to port the Twin Snakes onto the Switch.
I want it all in one place. I don't want to have to... I
Nick,
want it
I'll
all
do,
in one.
Nick, I'll do you one better. I will bring you a legal copy of it. I'll put it on your computer, and you can play it whenever you want.
I just want it all in one spot, and I can just pull it out and be like, kids, you're gonna get this one day when I die.
I will put it on your PC. We'll put it back up on an SSD hidden in a safe. You'll be able to play whenever you want. You'll get to play all of them.
I want Beautiful Joe also. Moving on.
1 and 2, or just 1, and then which one version do you want? The GameCube or the PS2, where you can play as Dante?
Both. So then the big
All
thing,
three.
the big thing was the Spider-Man 2 gameplay. That looked
So
fine.
good.
It looked fine.
I'm so pumped for it.
It was this big, drawn-out chase. I thought the coolest thing about the whole thing was Kraven. Kraven's my favorite villain.
Kraven and the Venom, just having the symbiotes there is just
I hope that Kraven ends up being a bigger role, because I kind of feel like the way they're playing it off is he's going to be an early villain and then shipped off and gone the rest of the game.
Well, I mean, that's what they did with Mr. Negative, but look how big of a villain he became after the fact, too.
True. I don't know.
I feel like he might be the main villain. I don't know.
This is what I see happening. We're going to get Venom, or Venom's going to appear, but I think what's going to happen is Peter is going to take off the symbiote suit. It's going to attach to Kraven. Kraven's going to become even more powerful than he already is. And then we're going to get a true Eddie Brock Venom. That's what's going to lead up to Spider-Man 3.
Kraven's going to be like, wait, I'm the most dangerous game, and then shoot himself. He's like, yes, I did it. I killed the most dangerous. Oh, I'm dead.
my final hunt.
I was underwhelmed by the Spider-Man stuff, just because I feel like Spider-Man's a game that plays better than it does like being shown it.
Agreed. I agree 100%, but I'm very excited for this. And just the fact that we got a symbiote Spider-Man so quickly. Not quickly, but you know what I mean? Like, just right off the bat for 2.
I was disappointed that nobody made a Puddles joke when they were all in the boats in the water.
The only thing I saw people bitch about was that there's no co-op.
Yeah, I know that was the big thing everybody wanted. It was rumored that they were going to do it, but at the end of the day, the fact that we switched between Miles and Peter is just going to be awesome.
It's really like I saw that option float up where he could switch, and I was like, oh, it's giving me GTA 5 vibes, and I love it. And then they let you switch to Mary Jane to go take photos of something. Click, 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 click.
It's going to be awesome.
For the people that don't know, I can't see Nick. He's making clicking noises, pretending he's taking photos.
Photo for the paper. Photo for the paper. That was the showcase. That took a little longer than I thought it would, but I'm glad we went through everything.
Yeah, there was a lot. There's a lot of good, some bad.
And
Hey.
I don't own that giant router.
Hey, but you know what? We're going to have so much more to cover in the next 2 weeks. This is like exciting. I don't think we covered any E3 stuff the last time, Josh, did we?
We did a couple of things, but it was like a really slow year. It was a lot. It was the last year of E3.
It was summer. Yeah, it was summer games or whatever it was. But I think we're going to do a little better with the coverage this year. It'll be fun. Guys, everybody, we did it. We got to the end of the show. As always, I'm Nick. You can find me on Twitter at @ThatKaufman. You can find me on Twitch and YouTube at NickFatKnight. Josh, where can people find you?
I'm anywhere you can social media wise at I'm Josh Saying.
Cool.
You
cool.
won't be able to find them.
Jake, where can the people find you?
Find me on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter at Jakey Boy Kaufman.
Thank you. And as always, you can find Smashing Game Time on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube. Keep an eye out. I did an interview with Black Shinobi 956, good streaming buddy with some game development background. That'll be out in a week or so, so keep an eye out for that. Also, a special Smashing Game Time announcement. We are doing Game of the Year in July. That's right. Game of the Year so far. Keep an eye out for that the week of July 4th. I thought that'd be something fun to do since we've got 6 months of games, and it will make things easier in December later on. So we'll be doing that. Keep an eye out for that. I'm going to make a fun little poster for that too. I love doing that. And then I've got a review going up for Miasma Chronicles, so keep an eye out for that over on Game Chronicles of all places. Again, Trident Podcast Network. Go check out our siblings. Rate and review us wherever you get your podcast. Kind words, 5 stars. And thank you to Alex Marvin Clark for our intro and outro song, Hunt Him Down. Go check out his SoundCloud in the show notes. He's got some awesome stuff. Everybody, this has been Smashing Game Time. I hope you had a smashing great time. We will see each and every one of you next time.